Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Surfer's Journey. Today's episode is all about reviewing the Machado Surfboards Glazer. And guys, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe now so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos and tutorials. And you can also follow us on Instagram. But for now, let's get into today's video. For me, there are 5 key areas when it comes to analysing a surfboard. So I'm going to break down each of those today and discuss them in detail in a variety of different waves to see if this is the kind of board that you want. Lots of people might look at this board and think a 5'2" would be really hard to paddle, even if it was the equivalent if you were taller or heavier. But the thing is, this board is actually really easy to paddle, and that's all because of that wider front section. All the foam packed up in there underneath your chest makes it really easy to paddle around, and I had no worries catching waves that I wanted to. I think that this wave here demonstrates how this board goes in a variety of different sections. You can see that first section, it went really well. It was a bit steeper and had more punch. And you can see when it's a bit fatter, things slow down a little bit. But whenever it gets steeper and bowlier, and you get high quality sections, that's where this board really comes alive. You can see the same thing on this wave here. That first section was a little bit fatter and I got a little bit hung up. But this section right here, that bottom turn to re-entry combo, that felt amazing. I still remember how good it felt underneath my feet. This board was made so that you could push a smaller board harder when you got those high quality sections. If you compared that to the Seaside, for example, well, that board really went well when it was fatter and flatter. But sometimes it felt a little bit loose when you finally got that good section. But this board is made to give you control when you've got more speed and you've got that steeper section. So for me, it didn't really matter about the size of the wave, it really came down to the quality of the wave in regards to its steepness and punch. Even if it was 1 to 2 foot and punchy and steep, this board would be a great choice. But when the waves got fatter and slower, it wasn't the board that I would grab straight off the rack. When you think about surfboard designs, you think about a groveler or a fish which is designed to generate speed more than it is to control speed. I feel like this board sits in the latter of those two categories, where it definitely feels like it controls speeds better than it generates speed. In saying that, I was still able to generate speed, no worries, but whenever I got a flat section and I would put the board on rail, I did feel like it kind of slowed down a little bit. This board surprised me of how it felt underneath my feet, especially when I put it on rail. This board feels like a high-performance shortboard, despite its small size and fishy design. When I talk about spark, I'm talking about things like sliding the tail or pushing hard in those big steep sections. Well, I felt like this board has heaps of spark, and in fact I found myself hunting those steeper, more critical sections and wanting to push harder, wanting to slide the tail, or wanting to put it on rail in some bigger, steeper sections. I felt like this board was made for that, and it gives you so much control and confidence when you perform those maneuvers. So to wrap it all up, I would say the Glazer is a fantastic board for anyone who likes surfing shorter, smaller, fishier boards. It gives you the ability to surf that smaller board, but be able to push it harder when you do get that bigger section. But remember, this board is meant to be surfed in waves that have better shape and better quality. Even if they're small, it's not a grobbler for those smaller, fat, really bad waves. There are other boards that'll fit that kind of wave type much better. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that now you've got a better idea of what the Glazer's like, and if it's something you've been looking at, I hope it makes it a bit clearer if it's the kind of board that you want. Remember to like the video and comment below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thanks guys, see you in the water. The Surfer's Journey now has a range of apparel available, from beanies to t-shirts to hats and coffee cups. For more information on how you can place your order, email thesurfersjourney@gmail.com.